Motion to come out of executive session. Any discussion? There was no decision made. All those in favor?
Aye.
No one's opposed because it's unanimous. So now we'll move on to item number 2. Hearing of delegation, public input. Public in attendance will have 5 minutes to address the board. Please use the podium to address the board, and please be respectful of others. The board may not be able to respond to questions and answers during public comment. If you wish to be placed on a future agenda, please contact the town manager. Is there anyone in the public who would like to? Yes, please, Michelle.
Thank you. Something I'm not happy to read, but it's something I feel that needs to be addressed. As public officials, we are bound by the same standards set forth in the town charter, the municipal code of ethics, and the select board's own code of conduct. These documents are not symbolic. They are the foundation of trust, fairness, and accountability in our local government. When members of this board disregard them, it undermines public confidence and damages the integrity of our institution. Violations of the municipal code of ethics. Section 1, paragraph 2. And I'm going to lay these all out, so forgive me, they're a little long, but a lot of people like to quote statutes and charter and whatnot, and I was hoping people actually followed what they talk about. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2 reminds all elected, appointed, and volunteer officials that proper conduct of town officials will promote public confidence, ensure transparency and openness, and ensure that public office is not used for financial gain or advantage. When certain board members attempt to prioritize personal projects during the budget process, or circumvent establishing procedures, or favor certain initiatives, that behavior violates both the spirit and the letter of this section. Section 3, F and G state that all town officials will maintain a standard of conduct that will inspire public confidence and fortify the integrity of town's government. And that decision and policymaking will be made within proper channels of the town government structure. Those proper channels include town manager form of government, as confirmed by Title 30A, 2635, which states, the select board shall deal with administrative services solely through the town manager. It may not give orders to any subordinates of the manager ethically, publicly, or privately. When board members direct staff or organize committees without going through the town manager, it constitutes a clear procedural breach. Finally, Section 12 establishes an obligation to report violations to the town's whistleblower protection policy. That responsibility falls on officials who become aware of misconduct. Number 2, violation of Select Board Code of Conduct. Section 1 begins, we will uphold the town charter, constitution, and state laws and act strictly within authority that they grant us. The board acts as a body. Individual members hold no authority outside the official board meetings. Yet there have been instances of members acting individually, taking initiative on matters that were never authorized by the formal board vote. The code also prohibits using one's position for the benefit of self or others. As we approach budget seasons, proposals to fund favored projects are formal department requests. Outside the established review process raises serious concerns about the bias and fairness. Further, the code states, board deliberations will be conducted openly. Board members will not meet privately, individually, or in groups to discuss substantive town business outside a properly noticed meeting. The standard was reaffirmed in the June 16, 2025 minutes, which noted no decisions or strategies can be made outside of public meetings. Any side meetings, private coordination, or off-the-record discussions violates this clause. The 6th bullet reinforces that the board must support day-to-day operations by working through the town manager. Yet that boundary has been repeatedly crossed. Under Section 4, the code further directs the board members to handle inquiries, complaints, and employee relations by working through the town manager, extending mutual respect and limited influence to employees and volunteers alike. Even informal efforts to appoint liaisons to create unofficial committees falls within the prohibited interference. Sorry. Which one am I on? Already done. So these provisions exist to safeguard the integrity of our government. When board members bypass procedures, hold private discussions, direct staff, or use influence to favor certain projects, they erode the very principles we are elected to uphold. At the end of the day, it comes down to something very simple: being a decent, ethical human being. The charter, the code of ethics, and the code of conduct are not meant to be hurdles or technicalities. They are reminders how we should treat one another with respect and honesty and integrity. Public service is not about power or personal recognition. It's about stewardship, humility, and doing what is right even when no one is watching. Each of us chose to serve because we care about this community. Let's not lose sight of that. When we act with fairness, when we listen before judging, when we follow the same rules we expect others to follow, we lead not just by title, but by example. Our residents deserve a government that they can trust, and trust begins with with us choosing every day to simply do the right thing. Establishing private committees, banning the public from participating.
Time's up.
Yep. I have one more thing I'd like to say. It's just really short. According to our charter,
5 minutes, but okay.
I would like for her to continue, if it's gonna be quick.
it is very quick. Due to what a couple of select board members have chosen, according to our charter, 3.7.2, forfeiture of office persons shall forfeit the office of select person if they intentionally violate any express provision of this charter or are a convicted felon. I know that part doesn't apply, but a lot of charter was broken.
There's no other public in here for their 5 minutes. So we have the mail, which is the York County Sheriff Bulletin, Sheriff Report, and Maine Revenue Service letter, which I did not get. We have copies of that?
So what part are you on?
The main, after the item number 2,
Yeah,
the
Oh,
mail.
we have the York County stuff, right? Is that what you're talking
I
about?
don't have any of that.
Here, you can take
Yeah,
mine.
you
I got
You're
another
in the
one.
wrong.
No, this is how it came.
Oh.
So I didn't have that. I didn't see it anywhere. But it's all good. I just said I don't have it. So move on to unfinished business.
I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Just a quick question with respect to the Maine Revenue Services letter.
Mhm.
Let me see. Was there any feedback from our financial officer or the assessor on the figure that the state provided for Lyman?
There's no feedback from them. My guess is looking at it, I mean, we're at a ratio, was it 67%?
Mhm.
So I look at this like this is the states or the county saying this is the market value. We're obviously 67% for our valuation. So it's going to look different.
I was
than
just
what our
wondering
values
if those two municipal officials had looked this over and had any comment on it. How does this figure compare to years past? And it does say here that if we are aggrieved, we can appeal. I was just wondering if there's any objection on the part of either of those two officials as to the number that has been assigned to us.
Well, I mean, they don't have any objection to it. I mean, you're updating your cost tables, so it's until you get stuff updated in your assessing database, those numbers are going to be they're going to be about 67% different.
All right, then. Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah. Item number 3, unfinished business, Solar on Earth. Solar subscription presentation that was tabled from the last meeting. I've given it lots of thought and I'm not interested at the moment.
I'll second that.
So I'm gonna make it a formal motion I would make a motion to table it indefinitely.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
Yeah, why? It saves the town, it's credit, I'm just trying to understand, because to me, if we're overseer of the poor, if we can save a little bit of money, why wouldn't we take advantage of that?
I have yet to find one of these that actually does what it says. And I personally don't have time for a couple of months to actually call and do the reference thing and talk to other towns that have done it. And so I'm asking, that's a motion, it's moved and seconded, and we're discussing it. Yes,
So I did reach out to 2 towns. I was in Waterboro and asked the lady that was helping me what they thought of it. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so she went, and the town manager was coming out, and she asked him, and he said, we're not a part of a solar farm. So that was concerning to me because one of the towns that he did say was a member was Waterboro.
Was that one that he gave you the number for?
No, I didn't call the one that he gave me the number for because again, I'm always skeptical when somebody is coming to my door, knock, 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 I want you to buy this. Oh, and look, I have a number for you to call. I want to call everybody else other than that one person because I don't know if they already have an agreement, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to say. So I take that one right off the table. I was able to get a hold of the treasurer in Lubec. And she said that they are on it. They do recognize some savings. She said their problem was that when they signed up, they weren't even, it was 3 whole years before anybody ever came back. And by then the board had changed, the staff had changed. So they were on it and committed. It was kind of like the new staff just had to roll with it. And so they have. And she did say that they don't include streetlights. But I know that our thing was only for 4, I think it was for 4.
Yeah, 4 meters.
For 4 meters. I'm not sure which meters those are. But like she said, she wished that streetlights would be included and it wasn't. So those were the only 2 that I was able to get a hold of.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
Indeed, the information comes from the vendor themselves, but they did project that there'd be savings over 20 years of $38,851. As Amber did the math before, that would over 240 months, that would be $161.87 of savings per month. The most recent bill that we are paying to CMP would be reduced by that amount. We're paying $1,450.90, and that would narrow it down to $1,289.03. If it was of the higher estimate, we'd be saving $228.48 every month for the ensuing 20 months. As I mentioned before, I do not operate through this. I do not subscribe to this particular program. I subscribe through Nexam. It took about 3 months for the savings to go into effect. I mentioned before the issue of paying 2 bills, one to CMP for transmission and distribution, and the other one to Nexam for the actual generation of the juice. Not onerous by any means. Again, the time frame is just off a little bit. So far, I've saved a whopping $332, but it's money that would not have saved otherwise. I don't see any risk in this, but if the general sentiment of the board is to indefinitely table this, maybe in the not too distant future, re-examine it and reconsider, so be it. But I think we have an opportunity to save a little bit of money over a long period of time, which does add up.
I just personally, I brought it up in that way because we keep talking about it. How much time have we spent talking about this? So I just kind of wanted to bring it to a head.
Mhm.
And that doesn't mean I don't want it. It doesn't mean the timing's not there personally right now. So, and then we're in discussion. So
Mhm.
anyway, who else has some discussion?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would like to see us try to maybe get some quotes to see what putting a solar panel on the town hall. I don't know if the town hall building is on solar and the lights are connected to that. So then our lights out here would be on solar, but it would be our own solar. And I think that is where the town would see the most significant savings. And I think they would see larger savings than what your numbers were, like the 240 or whatever.
Mhm.
I think the town would see larger savings per month having the panels and using them that way, using solar in that form.
Because we've also, we're in the process of the expansion.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So maybe incorporate it into that, I guess, but.
Sorry, I don't
that's all.
want to, I want
That's
to
it.
make sure
That
you
stuff
can
too.
see.
No, I appreciate that. It's hard, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Madam Chair, we're in agreement. I think within our minutes for the previous meeting, it was mentioned that we should look into, as you say, Vicky, the possibility of putting solar panels on the town hall expansion, so it would be a direct savings. The only thing I'm suggesting here that this might be an interim opportunity to save a little money in the
Yeah.
meantime.
Yes.
My concern there would be getting off of it. From information that I have seen, it's all on their end to get off it.
Mhm.
And if they choose to take their time, you really have no recourse to get off it. I have read that some people were experiencing like up to 9 months
Mm.
that they were trying to get off it. I know that the treasurer in Lubec, I did ask her what their savings were, and she said she doesn't know what percentage the savings was. I said that they were quoting us 15%, and she said, I really don't know what was originally supposed to be. But that it did take her getting her own system in to be able to make sure that CMP and when the credits came, that it was all accurate and there weren't, double. So I think that's another thing for me, like putting more work on the treasurer, to have to watch CMP and then, it's 45 days later, I think, before you get that credit bill so I would be interested in finding out what if the treasurer would have any concern with that, with having, kind of, I could see the potential for double billing. And that would be a concern for me.
Patrick, just as a follow-up to your suggestion, Amber, again, we could shop around. There are a bunch of providers that are out there doing this. Maybe something a bit more firm in terms of this guaranteed percentage of savings, guaranteed. You could drop it as you wish immediately. So again, to the Office of Public Advocate, there's a long list of companies that are into this. Maybe you can contact someone that might be a little bit more amenable.
Discussion at hand is this one.
Yeah.
You have anything to add?
No.
You have anything to add? Is there any?
Just reiterating, the motion is to table this. That's all. I'm not saying no.
Definitely.
Yep, I'm clear. Thanks.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
So motion carries unanimously to table it indefinitely. Thank you. So we already took care of Old Post Road.
Mhm.
So item D, the quarterly newsletter update.
So it did pretty good, on social media and stuff. I could see it got a lot more reach than what your typical like meetings coming up and stuff that I get.
Yeah.
I think we only printed maybe 20 or so off here. The printed handouts don't fly out as fast, but I could see on MailChimp and Facebook. The only thing I couldn't get analytics from our website. Apparently we don't have the plugins for that, and I didn't realize that.
Oh,
I'm shocked.
Yeah. So
DIT's working on that?
it costs money, so
Yep.
I'd have to look into it.
More budget items.
There was a lot of good feedback, on it.
I thought it was awesome.
So what's the difference between views and reach on the?
So I think
numbers?
what happens is all your social media accounts are connected. You have mutual friends. So if it goes to Michelle and then it goes to Joe and then Vicky, whoever, and then it goes to your mom and your cousin and your uncle and whoever's in your circle, you're reaching that amount of accounts. So if it says you reached 2,800, that's
In addition.
2,800 accounts you
Okay.
reached.
So the link clicks, that's obviously not the same thing either. 'Cause it just sounds
You're
like maybe
looking
that's
at-
on the
MailChimp.
underperform. Is that what that is on the first page?
Yeah,
It's
mail.
it's just so weird. The numbers don't make sense in my head.
Facebook. is the
Like,
first
how do you
page.
have 92 link clicks, but 2,800 views, you know what I mean? So like,
This is from MailChimp, so
Oh.
I'm not doing the data here. I just pull it from MailChimp.
oh, fair enough.
And it looked a little wonky to me as well,
Yeah.
but I mean, in the big picture, I guess I didn't bring mine in.
2,000 is half the town. If it's
Mhm.
just town people, it's half the town.
Yeah. I mean, you have about in MailChimp like 570 or so email subscribers. So MailChimp, you're just getting a read on like within your subscription, who's subscribed, who you're reaching. So typically about half, every email that goes out, you usually get about half of them get opened. And then a lot of times it's like 10 clicks, meaning 10 accounts or subscribers clicked on a link. This one received a lot more clicks. So people are clicking on that newsletter link. And I think in the MailChimp, mine's in my office, I forgot to grab it. The MailChimp one, it was really just all the newsletter. And then
Mhm.
like one person clicked on Instagram, one person clicked on the town website.
Okay.
But it was really driving people to the newsletter. They were clicking on that.
Do you remember how many printouts you did?
What's that?
Do you remember how many printouts you did?
I did 20 here, and then the library got 10. And I don't know if you guys printed out more from like the website or something.
Yeah, no, I did. I think I got more copies from you.
Okay. So
that we
20
put
and
over
20.
there. Yeah.
So without talking it to death, what do you think? Do you think it's
Oh, yeah.
valuable to do
Yes.
again? Because
Yes, indeed.
the one coming out in January, there's not going to be really a lot to cover that time. Okay. What do you think about, oh, sorry.
I do want to know, and I don't even know why, because I was like, no, we all received an email from a resident who was touting how helpful and like really appreciated it. And I had got the opportunity to meet him. And so I just thanked him for that, because it's like, oh, we like to hear that. And he was like, well, being new in town. And I was like, oh my God, I never even thought about the new people.
Right?
I just thought about all of the
I said
like
this, I
the
thought the same
regular
thing.
people. So it was really nice to hear that and be like, oh yeah, we do have new people that don't know a lot about things. So I think it's a great thing, and I hope it continues.
Sorry.
Do you need, I mean, are you willing?
I'm absolutely willing. I'm going to be bugging you a lot. I'm hoping if I can get tax stuff, because it's going to be January. There's going to be new tax code and stuff. So I also like to get an email distro. I know it'll just go to the two of us, but I'd like to get that started if we can. Like, I don't know, Lyman Connection app, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I'm willing to do it. I think it was helpful. I'm also a new person, technically, at 4 years. I was just overcome with the amount of information that people gave me to put in there, and it was great. Yeah.
Is there anything else anybody wants to add to the quarterly
Yeah, so I think,
newsletter update?
so it's December 15th is the last meeting before it would be published for the first. So it's
Yeah.
give or take a day. I think
Yeah,
that's pretty close.
I think so, yeah,
So,
mid-December.
okay.
Moving on.
Yep.
Department and committee reports. Fire commission, fire chief. I don't see the fire chief. I heard them all taken off a little while ago, but we had our fire commission meeting last Thursday. And the roof is on the fire station is finished. We talked about some other truck issues, some other issues with the building. And there's a lot of things that are continuing and some personnel things, so we'll keep moving forward.
Did you say, when's your next meeting?
Oh, and we had the field day,
Open house.
the open house, yes, I keep calling it a field day, I know it isn't, and every time it comes out of my mouth, I'm like, that's wrong. But, and that was very well attended again, and they had
It was
the
awesome.
county command truck was there, and the kids were just all over all of it. They were so excited, and so were the adults. And did you get your hat?
I got my
Got your hat. That's awesome. I got one too. The next meeting is the first Thursday of November, at 5:15, and I'm not exactly sure of the date on that. I don't have a calendar in front of me.
Six.
Six, right? Because
I
Tuesday
can't-
is the election. That's
I
why.
can't even see that one over there if I squint.
I'm looking up to the ceiling because the calendar's up there.
Okay. We have the treasurer expense report.
Mhm.
And item C is discussion committee quarterly report. I know that in the past, we asked for committees to give us reports quarterly, and we've had a few, but I don't feel like we've had all of them. And even if they just say, we haven't done anything, or we haven't met, or whatever the situation is,
Mhm.
I feel like we're being, in a way, we're being dissed by not getting one when we ask for it. So I don't know where we go from here with it. We've requested it. We've gotten some, but not all. What do we do?
Didn't we all pick to be liaisons to the, so then could each person reach out to the committee they're liaising for to see if that works? Hey,
Mhm.
Well, you saw what happened to my committee leader, so I'm still crying.
I'm sorry.
My committee
Oh.
leader earlier.
we have buildings and grounds too.
Okay.
So
We took 3 of them.
I send out like maybe I'll forward you guys what I sent, but I put it in my calendar so I can send out a reminder every 3 months or whatever. And I just kind of copy and paste my message. Maybe I'll kind of like copy all you guys on that. So at least you see the message that's going out. And then that way as a liaison, if you wanted to like forward it or follow up, you could maybe, I like to refer back to the original message, be like, hey, I didn't hear from you.
Okay.
At least that way you see like it went out, when it went out, and you can follow up if you want.
Yeah, I think that'd be helpful.
So what would be so just every quarter, right? So
Yeah.
we just had one and then the next one would be January. Because the one I liaised for, they already put it in, because they had asked, when's the next one? I'm like,
Well, I think you have two, so Cemetery Committee and CPC submitted
Got
their
that, yeah.
quarterly reports for October.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of, to me, I see some accountability there, and it's just to respect the ones that did put something in. I would reach out and say, I'd really like to see your report.
Yeah.
I don't care if it comes in late,
Yeah.
or if it's just, we didn't have any events. Just something
That's
better than
a
nothing.
report.
Yeah.
I mean,
And as
My way
it's a
of
big
thinking.
military thing, nothing significant to report. You can just have that on the. night.
Yeah.
that's a report. That works for me. Just, I don't know. I don't know. That's the way I feel about it. I don't know I wanted to know how other people felt about it too.
I feel the same, oh, sorry.
It's fine.
I feel the
Go ahead.
same way, that it is almost like a little, just like a diss to the select board, like, we did ask for this. And so I will email my other committee and ask them for that. But if we have committees that aren't reporting, and their report is, we're not meeting, do we need that committee?
Well, that's something to look at.
You know,
down the road.
I
Yeah,
mean, that's,
that
you
should
know,
be
so
part
I
of-
think that we should kind of take that into consideration as well. In like, okay, if how many do we let go by where you just get a report of, oh, we haven't had a meeting? That's,
But it would be interesting to know one way or the other, if they are or they're not. I
Well, they're
mean,
supposed
well,
to,
if they're
on
meeting,
YouTube.
they're supposed to be having their meetings here. So if that would be, I would take that as another diss to the select board,
Well,
because we
I
asked.
have noticed that has become less reliable.
yeah, but we can fix that.
I hope we did.
I think I had been reached out by Alfred. Some residents from Alfred reached out to me because they've been watching your guys' not select board meetings, but they've been watching our meetings on our YouTube channel. Because they want, just like Tony was saying, like some communities, no, we don't want to do, online broadcasting. And then once they do, everyone's like, oh my God, I saw you on TV. I got to see this thing. So I wouldn't want to see that go away. I would definitely encourage people to record their meetings, because I think people do watch them, even if it is just 5 people or one new person in town or whatever.
Would you consider setting like the first meeting in January to put on the, and talk about it then? If we have, we could discuss it to make decisions then, so we give them a little more time.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine with me. I just wanted to talk about it and see what other people were thinking about it. Are we, I mean, would you like to move on then?
Well, I think we're all tired of talking about it because there's nothing coming back, and to make a decision, set a time to make a decision, that's what I was.
You guys can make a decision whenever you want. So
Yeah,
you appoint the committees. I'm just asking, I hold my personnel accountable. So
yeah,
you take care of the committees. I'm just going to forward you the email that I sent. You can see
Okay.
when it went out and what I sent them. And if you guys want to do nothing, you can do nothing.
sounds easy.
To which part? To do nothing?
No, I don't want to do nothing. I want to hear from them because I don't know. I appreciate the committees and the time and effort that they put in it. I like to know what they're up to. That's if that's our responsibility.
Mhm.
I would like to be responsible to know.
So I'll send Lindsay an email close to January to get it on the agenda. How's that? To rediscuss. Or since I just told her, then I don't have to. Does that work?
There you
All I'm doing is sending reminders out to your committees. You'll see the email I send out to
Yeah,
everyone.
Alright.
no, I was just asking the chair, do you want to just revisit this in January?
Sure, why not?
Cool beans.
All right, new business. ZBA, Zoning Board of Appeals, application for reappointment.
Make a motion to accept the town manager's recommendation.
Second.
We have any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously. Now I gotta find it. I know I have
Oh, yeah, I don't mind.
it. I do have it. Too much paper today. So we have just returned Steve Walker as a member of the Zoning Board of Appeals. Thank you.
Right.
Item B, discussion regarding a public inquiry at the October 6th meeting and whether the board is interested in exploring the potential purchase of a local community building on Church Street.
Oh, go ahead.
Was it my inhale?
Yes, it was your inhale. Go right ahead.
Listen, I'm a firm believer of buying everything around you. We should have bought that church, we should have kept the school, we should buy that. But we also need money for the comp plan. So there's only so much blood you're gonna squeeze out of that rock.
I don't disagree with you that we should have kept the school and no, it would be nice to have a community center and that. I have heard from some residents since tax bills came out. I have had people talk to me and we're already into this expansion. We're trying to upgrade Bunganut Park. We're doing a lot of stuff and we're going to talk about the ball field. Eventually, we're going to be asking people about that and the town center. And I think we have enough going on that it's time to rein it in a little bit for the moment. And I'm not in favor at this time because not that I don't think it's a great idea, but because we got to rein it back in a little bit. It's not the timing is wrong.
Timing's definitely wrong.
And I also know that when we did acquire the school in the past, in order to do anything with it, it would have to be brought up to code. So I don't know enough about that building, but I just know the timing. For me personally, I don't think the timing is right for it, and I'm not in favor of it at this time. Yes.
Okay. I had the same concern about a building of some age and bringing it up to code. What would be the actual price tag? But, look at the photographs on Zillow, and it's in pretty good shape.
It's in great shape.
Particularly foundation up.
Yeah.
But again, a little bit shy of $500,000. is a big ask no matter what. And again, we got the town expansion cooking, the creation of the village center as an idea from the comprehensive plan folks. So unless we can find some grant money out there, is there some town-owned property that could be sold, proceeds from which might go to this, at least as a down payment. It's something I mentioned before with the town hall expansion. The Maine Municipal Bond Bank is a possibility. Just throwing it out there.
Those are good points.
We'll have to reconvene on that. There's been some complications in selling town assets.
Mhm.
So until we get some more clarification, I'm not inclined to comment any further.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
fair enough.
Yes,
I would like to see us, we always talk about the will of the people.
Mhm.
And I think that if it was, and I'm not like, I'm just saying, like, if we present this building, like, with all of the opportunities that it has, one, we probably could not stop the town hall expansion, but do it at a pace that would be less like money all up front. Because we would have space over there that we could have meetings, all the other things. So I am for it because I think once it sells, it's gone. We won't have that opportunity again. And it's such a great location. And like Joe said, looking at the pictures on there, there's a lot of potential there.
Mhm.
And I think that if I wouldn't feel comfortable because like you have heard people with their tax bills, I have heard the same thing. And I do understand that, but I think that if we presented this to the town, to the people of the town and let them decide, I would feel more comfortable about it.
it's not that I wouldn't want them to decide, but when somebody has real estate for sale, time is of the essence. And I just don't see
Yeah.
the town timeline, the way things move.
You'd have to
In
tie
that,
it, yeah.
it would, I don't,
You'd have to tie that building up for 6 months.
easy,
Mhm.
at least, if not
Mhm.
longer. And, if it's meant to be,
That's-
maybe it'll
that's
be
the sad
later.
part.
I don't know. You haven't,
Just out of giggles, let's just say we decided to put it to the town for a vote, which I know we would do, but how does that process work? Like, would that be like next year?
Well,
So
Well,
is it out of the question?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I mean, you could do a
We-
special town meeting, whether you decide to do an open town meeting where you vote on the floor, or if you want more voter participation, you could do secret ballot, so your typical election. With an open town meeting, generally you can do one, you could get one facilitated within a month after doing the warrant and any procedures you got to follow, sign it, put the order out there. But that's just going to be whoever's going to show up at that open town meeting and raise their hand.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted, we've talked about more voter participation and you do the election, so you have absentee ballots, you're looking at probably like 90 days for that because you got to facilitate all that and the absentee voting and everything. So it could be anywhere from like a month to 90 days just to get an election or a special town meeting.
don't even know if the people want
Yeah, I
a
was just curious the
community
timing.
center. We
Yeah.
had an awesome community center, potential community center, once upon a time. It's unfortunate. But, yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. That's a discussion. You want to discuss it anymore tonight?
Maybe somebody's watching at home and they'll let us know what they want.
Well, yeah,
Like that's-
well, it
that
would be
was-
nice to know.
I know, that would be
what the
great.
will of the people is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't know, but I do agree with you about asking. That's when we talked about the ball field stuff
Mhm.
that came up and, I'd rather know what the will is than not.
Mhm.
So we can move on to the minutes or review approved meeting minutes from 10/6/2025.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Nice, that might change already to them.
No discussion? All those in favor?
I-
Aye. I think that was unanimous and then. Alrighty, payroll warrant. Number 27, not 27, 17. How about if I put my glasses back on? It'll probably work, right? Payroll warrant number 17 in the amount of $34,815.24.
Sorry, I have a different one. I have 31,000. Did I miss something? I'm just gonna cheat off Joe's.
Well,
Let's see. 34,815.
Do you have more than two?
no,
Okay, mine's dated
I have-
9:19 a.m. No, I think if mine's
Are you
newer than.
on the
What
back,
side are you looking at?
The wrong side.
Okay.
so,
I see the
Amber.
31 down
Yeah,
here, but I'm
right.
like, it's- yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
okay, so as it was read on the agenda, it's correct on the,
Mhm.
there, so is there any discussion? Any more discussion? Oh, you didn't get one?
No, it's okay.
Want one?
I'm good.
All those in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. The accounts payable warrant number 18 for fiscal year 2026 in the amount of $195,960.63.
So moved.
Second.
Approve.
Any discussion?
Oh, wait, yes.
Yes.
Let me get that back for 1 second. I just want to say
I saw it.
what we spent for our trash this past month
Mhm.
was $17,078.57. There's no recycling on here, so I don't know if there just wasn't a haul in this period or not.
I think there was a haul, actually.
But yeah, it might not have been billed yet, so that might be.
I thought I saw it in there later.
Let's see it. Because every time I see those.
Oh,
I
you're
look at-
talking about CIA salvage?
Yeah.
That's what we pay for them to haul it, but what we pay EcoMaine, there's no
Oh,
recycling
all
on
right.
that one, so that's what I was,
Okay,
so
so anyway,
almost 20, no, just a little bit over $17,000 a month for trash.
is there any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. So, we get the sign stuff.
Just a quick question on the minutes. Were you guys wanting to change KJ's thing, her suggestion?
Yes.
I didn't have it
please.
right in front of me. It was
I'm
like-
sorry, yeah, that, instead of,
Haunted to high historical.
Haunted to-
yeah,
Yeah,
haunted to
haunted.
historical. And I almost said hysterical.
Hey. We have fun.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go this way.
Mhm. Thank you.
I'll bring it
Sure
down
thing.
again.
Email
right.
my committee.
Little chocolate.
Go that way.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I'll take it over for sure. There we go. Yeah, there you go.
So Lindsay, for the abandonment, and then Brad brings the paperwork out of it. Okay.
Yeah, he waits till after the appeals procedures all behind
time.
us. Yep.
And back to you.
All of us.
Mhm. And there we go.
Carrie Jo,
Yep, he's there,
she didn't sign that one.
right there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Doctor.
Alright. So we got those two. I'm looking for the appointment. And the appointment. I don't know who passed this to me.
Me.
Okay,
Coming down.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Good night, Dave.
Good night.
Can we afford a new chair? This one doesn't roll anymore.
Well, no. Oh,
And it sinks.
it's got a flat tire.
Are these your?
No, the whole
I'm sorry?
tube is on, dragging on the ground.